College Football Week 3 predictions coming at you today from Offutt Air Force Base, which used to be Fort Crook Army Base. So you have a Navy guy on an Air Force base built by the Army for Week 3 predictions. So let's start with game number 6. Troy is coming to Nebraska. Troy is 1-1. Nebraska is 0-1. I predict that Nebraska is going to take this one. I don't think number 25 is going to have a personal foul at the end of the game to throw it this time. I think both teams are going to leave Saturday. They're going to leave Memorial Stadium 1-1. Hawaii at Army. This is a tough one. Hawaii's 3-0. Nobody expected that. Their passing game is incredible. Army is 1-1. And my heart says pick Army, but Army's defense traditionally is a lot like Navy's defense, where what they say about the defensive backs is we might be small, but we're slow. And that's just a factor of service academies. So if Hawaii is on their game, they'll get a lot of yards. I'm just hoping that Army can get a couple of picks and control the ball with their ground game. And so I'm picking Army by 3, scoring late. LSU at Auburn, both teams are undefeated. One of them is going to lose. And I think Auburn is the team that's going to leave that game undefeated. And LSU will go to 2-1. Auburn will go to 3-0. Ohio State at TCU. If you've been watching my videos the last couple of weeks, you know I'm going to pick Ohio State. They're going all the way to the national championship. And that goes into the next game, which is Alabama at Ole Miss, both undefeated. Alabama will continue to be undefeated. And we'll meet Ohio State in the national championship. Last game, Lehigh at Navy. Both teams are 1-1. I'm picking Navy to carry that out. And the reason that I'm here on Offutt Air Force Base, which really used to be Fort Crook, it is a very old fort built during the days when the U.S. government and the Indians were fighting over things in this part of the world, which is where Fort Crook started. So this base is very old with a lot of tradition. Some good, some not so good. And Lehigh is the same. It's one of the oldest schools on the East Coast. It's just outside of Philly, well, 70 miles outside of Philly. And it has a football tradition going back, I think, to the 1880s as well. They have, according to Wikipedia, which some of you might use as a source, some of you might not, they have the longest running consecutive football rivalry with, I believe it's Appalachia State or something like that. And it's well over 100 years. Every year they've played. So the more I read about Lehigh, the more I want to go visit the campus, because it seems like it's a great school. But in the greatest of Naval Academy football traditions, I'm going to pick Navy by 85 points. And I'm not picking 85 just because that's the year I graduated. I'm picking 85 because this week is my mother's 85th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. And that wraps up the football predictions for Week 3 for NCAA football. Go Navy, beat Lehigh.